So as Dana mentioned, every year we tell you about schools across our area and the country that remove music from their curriculum. It's so devastating to hear, but we want to tell you about a local school providing 100% tuition-free music education. And we have Miriam Owens here, President and CEO of the People's Music School. Welcome in this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so great to be here.
So glad that we're talking about this. Let's first start with what you guys do at the People's Music School and who you're really serving.
Yeah, so the People's Music School is Chicago's oldest and largest 100% tuition-free after-school music program, and our mission is to deliver access to the benefits of intensive music education for students who otherwise wouldn't have that access. So we're serving over 800 students across the city of Chicago who otherwise wouldn't have access to music education financially.
And we're starting them at first grade all the way through their senior year in high school.
That's right.
And you have 70 plus trained musicians who are teaching these students. I mean, having that access is so crucial, right?
Absolutely. And for us, the trained artistry part of it is quite important because the quality is part of our mission.
Yeah.
It's not just exposure. It's not just, come pick up an instrument. We actually want you to spend multiple hours. On average, our students are getting 4 hours of direct instruction a week after school on an instrument, and they're getting taught by people who are trained in their instrument, trained in education, really know how to do this in a high quality way.
And if you're a parent at home and you've looked up the prices of paying for these private lessons or these group lessons, it is so expensive. If you're a family that can't afford it, this is an opportunity for them to get that training, right?
Absolutely. And we take care to provide not only the cost of the teaching, but we try to remove every barrier to access. So students are getting instruments to loan that they can take home to practice with.
Amazing.
Because practicing is so important. In some cases, we're actually providing transportation for students from after school to the program, because that can be a barrier to access. So we're trying as much as possible to say everyone should have access to this. What can we do to make that possible?
And I imagine that the stories and the successes that you've seen with your students, I mean, they're probably phenomenal, right?
Yeah, so I can think of stories. I have students who have come through the program, spent 9 and 10 years in the program. They've gone on to Princeton, gone on to DePaul. 94% of our seniors graduate from high school and go on to college. Just for context, in 2022 in Illinois, only 53% of low-income students graduated from high school and went on to college. But for the People's Music School, we are changing the odds for students that are coming through our program.
Amazing. And you're talking about our future musicians that we want to listen to and enjoy. I love that. So people who are watching right now and they're just learning about what you guys do, you have one big night every year that's a big fundraiser, and it's coming up on Friday. I know it's sold out, but what's that night all about?
That night is all about celebrating the power of music. It is our biggest fundraiser. We call it our big night for a reason. It's our biggest night of the year. You're going to be there with us.
I'm excited to MC.
It's going to be wonderful. But the most important thing is that every dollar that gets raised for our big night, which doesn't all have to happen in the room, you can support us right now by going to peoplesmusicschool.org. Every dollar really goes towards providing that access for students to get this incredibly important support. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Just $50 can actually provide a whole private lesson for a student, that one-on-one instruction. If you want to go more, $250 can support an entire ensemble for a week. And we really invest in our students. So we spend on average $5,000 a year per student, and that is end to end. So that's all the lessons, that's the ensembles, that's the instruments that we provide, it's the transportation, it's everything that you need to have a holistic music education for a year. So if you really want to support the equivalent of a student, donate $5,000, and that would be incredible.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Miriam, for coming in and chatting with us. I'm so excited for the big night. Again, that is Friday the 21st. Already sold out, but as Miriam mentioned, there are so many ways for you to donate online. $50 can do a private lesson for a student. For more information, go to peoplesmusicschool.org. Thank you so much, and we will be right back.
Clear.
Welcome back, everyone. And we are taking you out to the Gold Coast this morning, where a local favorite is getting ready to open a new location. The Goddess and Grocer is giving us a preview of its new space before its grand opening tomorrow. Jackie Kostick joining us there live. Good morning, Jackie. I mean, you must just be in heaven, surrounded by all the treats and goodies and candles and coffee.
Dana, you know me very well because, yes, I am in heaven. They have a really great sort of impulse buy section that is right up at the front counter with all of these different perfectly packaged chocolates and other delicious treats. So, yes, I am in heaven. Also, coffee just on demand here. You can get anything that you want. And a whole pastry section, too. But I'm here with Debbie Sharp this morning, who is the goddess of the Goddess and the Grocer, and also the grocer as well. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning.
Yes. Okay, so you started this about 18-ish years ago?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So every store has its own sort of specially curated grocer section. And in this section of the Gold Coast store, you actually have more housewares than you do a grocery necessarily, right?
Yeah, I thought because we're stuck between two grocery stores, like Whole Foods and Potash, it was silly to have more groceries that we would carry like them. So we just have some very special groceries, like beautiful olive oils and pastas from Italy and
lovely
English chocolate and things that you can't get at those stores.
Gotcha.
And then I decided to go into homewares. I love pottery and ceramics and things like that. So I thought, I'll try that.
Yeah, well, I think that's a great idea. You have a gift box in your hand. You do a lot of lovely customizable gift baskets here at the Goddess and the Grocer. So let's just take a quick walk through, and you're going to pick out some of your favorite things to put into the box, right?
All right.
Yes. Okay, so what are some of your favorite? You've got a bunch of candles. Where are these candles from? Just kind of all over the place, right?
Yes, but this is for Emily in Paris
Yes.
and then Mean Girls. I just think they are so cute and they smell really good. These candles are from Paris and they're made with perfume essence from grass.
Gosh. Okay.
So I love these.
Oof.
And if you stick your head in the cupboard, it's just the most beautiful smell.
I love that. I love that.
So
and then you've got some beautiful housewares over here too, right?
Let's choose some things anyway.
Debbie, unfortunately, we're getting wrapped already, which means we have to let you go. This was so quick. I know. We didn't even get to filling up the gas. Maybe we'll do this in about a half an hour. We'll show you Debbie's selections for that because we have to see you're perfectly curated. You just have great taste.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Dana, back to you.
All right, Jackie.
Yeah, let's.
That was so quick.
Well, it may be an understatement to say the past few weeks have been turbulent for travel. Between multiple air scares and mass federal layoffs, there is a lot to keep up with. With us now to discuss all of this and more is CBS travel editor Peter Greenberg. Good morning, Peter. Are you traveling today or are you at home?
Today I'm actually on my boat in Los Angeles.
Oh, that sounds lovely. All right, let's start by asking you about the plane crash in Toronto this week. All 80 people on board survived, which is amazing. The weather may be the biggest factor here, but they're still, looking into that. What do you know at this point?
Well, you have to understand that in any major crash investigation, the investigators have to rule every single thing out before they can begin to rule any one thing in, and that's what they've been doing. What they do know is that weather could have played a factor simply because of the wind gusts, the wind velocity, and the wind direction. Second of all, they have the benefit of amazing evidence here, amazing data. They've got video. They've got 80 eyewitnesses, right? Everybody survived. They also have the CVR, the cockpit voice recorder, which gives them the last 30 minutes of conversation both in and from the cockpit. And they also have the flight data recorder from the tail of the plane that's also been recovered that gives them amazing data about the performance of the plane, the engines, the wind, the speed, the altitude, and all the instruments and actual moving parts of the plane. So they're going to be able to quickly put together, when I say quickly, I'm being relative here, within the next week to 10 days, a very specific second-by-second timeline of not only what happened, but probably why. In the most recent video that we saw that came in yesterday, we saw the plane literally slam into the concrete, collapsing the right landing gear. And that's when the plane, literally the wing fell off, was sheared off. There was a small fire that started, and then the plane miraculously flipped to a level but inverted state, which really probably saved everybody. The plane did not break up. There was no real serious post-crash fire. The crash crews got out there very quickly and got foam on all the jet fuel that was pooling around the plane, and everybody got out. That is truly remarkable.
It really was. I mean, it's remarkable to see those images for sure. Let's talk government layoffs right now. The airline industry not immune. The Trump administration started firing hundreds of FAA workers as well. Now, this has been a year full of close calls and other incidents. What impact is this having, or could it have, on the airline industry and people who want to fly in general? Is this cause for alarm?
Well, it's certainly cause for concern, because even if we had no aviation incidents this year, these are critical agencies, and you do not want to. They're already having staffing problems. There are 3 air traffic control centers right now in America that are operating below 85% staffing thresholds, and what that means, Dana, is you're asking. I take that back. You're telling air traffic controllers they have to work mandatory overtime. That's the one job on the planet. You don't want anybody working overtime. So when you start doing across-the-board cuts at agencies like the FAA, that rings a lot of alarm bells.
Yeah, okay. Something to keep an eye on for sure. And of course, let's talk about the national parks, the federal funding freeze. Lots of parks now saying, I'm not sure we're going to be able to be fully staffed, etc. Should people who are planning, let's say, a vacation or a wedding at one of our national parks this summer be changing plans?
Well, they should certainly be concerned as well, because even before these layoffs, we had situations with national parks being either full or overcrowded. A number of parks already for this summer are basically insisting on timed entry reservations, or you can't get in. We're talking Yosemite and Yellowstone as 2 examples. You start taking back staff, now they have nobody to man it, and they're going to have to maybe shorten their hours or maybe close for 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
So right now, there's a little bit of chaos going on in the National Park Service as they're trying to navigate through what these layoffs are going to mean.
Something also to keep an eye on. Okay, CBS travel editor Peter Greenberg, as always, thank you for being with me this morning, and we will be right back.